everyone, it's me, Mrs. Groner, and today we're going to work on creating our map of the world. Now, this map of the world is a very special map because it shows the migration routes of the Arctic tern. Let's take a look at what to do first. If you notice, each piece has a little border on one side. It doesn't matter which side you use, but the first thing I want you to do is cut that little extra piece after the border off, only on one of the two pages. Okay, there we go. I cut it off of this page, and notice this page still has the border because now I'm going to use my glue. I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to add glue right there on the other section of the border. Now, if you have your school bag of materials, you'll have the template for this map at home. But if you don't have your school bag of materials, I've added the link under the video, so you can print it at home if you want to make this. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take this piece of the map and stick it to that piece. I already added the glue with my glue stick, and now I'm going to set that down and press and hold. If you remember, that's the best way to stick things together. Press and hold. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. Okay, now comes the fun part. I want to use some crayons, and I don't want to color darkly. I just want to color lightly. I'm going to go ahead and color the oceans on the map light blue. Now, I don't have to color them perfectly. If I want to, I can. But if you notice, this is the land. Down there, that's Antarctica. I'm going to go ahead and start with coloring the oceans blue. So I'm going to take my blue color crayon and I'm going to lightly color. I'm just going to kind of scribble because they're oceans. And I want them to look like oceans and I want it to be blue, but I don't want to take too much time. You certainly can make yours look nicer than mine if you want to take more time coloring. I just don't want to waste all of your time with all of my coloring, right? Yeah. We'll mark a few things on the map as well after we finish doing some coloring. But now, almost done. That's what happens when you scribble. It goes kind of fast. Okay. So if you notice, here's my map. My oceans are colored in blue. Yeah. Now I want to color the land. And I'm going to color the land with a green crayon. I've got a green crayon in here. Let me pull it out. Oh, here's my green crayon. It's broken, so I have to peel off a little bit of the edge. There we go. Oops. I have to peel off more of the edge, don't I? There we go. And now I'm going to color the land green. Now, it's very important that this part down here stays white because that's Antarctica. And Antarctica is made of frozen ice over the land. So I'm going to leave that color, but I'm going to kind of scribble around on my land. Scribble around. I don't want to take too much time to color all of the land. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time and kind of scribble it out so that it still looks green. And I'll have my green land and my blue oceans. Then we'll add a few labels on our map. That's the next thing. Okay, I'm almost done. Let's see. Almost there. Okay. Good. So now my map is colored. I have green land, and blue ocean. Antarctica is white. That's because it's covered in ice. That's right. Now I want to take a darker color of crayon. I can even use one of the colors that I used earlier to add some labels to the map. The first thing I want to do is write the word Antarctica right there on the bottom. That's the bottom of the earth, and that's Antarctica. So I'm going to spell that right now. A-N-T-A-R-C-T-I-C-A. Antarctica, like that. If you need to get enough time to write the word, you can pause the video here so that you can write that word. Then start up again once you have the word. Now, at the very top of the earth is the Arctic. That's right, the Arctic is the top of the earth. So I'm going to write that up at the very top of my map, and I'm going to start with the word the, T-H-E, and then I'm going to write the word Arctic, A-R-C-T-I-C, the Arctic, right there. So I have the Arctic and Antarctica. Now, the Arctic is at the northern part of the world. It's at the top of the world. So I'm going to write an N right up there for north. N. That's north. See that right there at the very top. And remember, if I'm going too fast for you, you can pause the video so that you have enough time to finish the work. And Antarctica is at the bottom of the world, and that's the south. Can you say that? South. We can even say it in a sentence. Antarctica is in the south. Arctic is in the north. Now I'm going to mark east and west on my map. On this map, the western side of the world is over here. So I'm going to put a W right out here in the middle of the ocean to say west. W for west. And then I'm going to put an E over here to show that this is the east side of the map. There we go. E. So now I have the Arctic, Antarctica. I have north, south, east, and west labeled on my map. The next thing you'll notice are little dotted lines all along the map. Those little dotted lines are the dotted lines that show the different routes the Arctic tern takes to migrate from the Arctic to Antarctica and back again every year. Now I want you to take another color. I'm going to take my red-orange because it's the color of the Arctic tern's beak and feet. And I'm going to use that to trace those dotted lines showing that great migration that the Arctic tern takes every year. You can use any color you want to do this part. You will want to choose a different color than the land and the sea so that it shows up, right? There we go. Oh, so many different places. Look at that. There. Look at that. Now, those are the lines that the Arctic tern takes to travel. We've heard that the Arctic tern doesn't really go in a straight line a lot of the time. Sometimes it kind of curves around and goes back and forth and back and forth. That's why they migrate so far every year. When you finish your map, take a picture of it and add it into Seesaw so I can see. Now, we'll be using this map and our Arctic terns in class. We'll also be using the fish, and the chicks and the eggs. So save those pieces. They're very important. Your map, save your Arctic tern, and save the pieces. I hope you had fun coloring in the map of the world with me today, and I hope to see you again very soon.